This episode of Doug's Open Mic is brought to you by Perks and Corks, located in the heart of downtown Westerly. Check out Perks and Corks open mic nights every Monday at 9 p.m., live music 6 nights a week, and world-famous martinis. This episode is also brought to you by Mystic River Acupuncture in Groton. Mystic River Acupuncture is ancient medicine for the modern world. They specialize in musician therapy. For more information, check out mysticriveracupuncture.com.
Welcome to Doug's Open Mic, a podcast spotlighting local musicians, bands, and songwriters.
Hi everybody, DUG here, doing another episode of Doug on the Road. I'm down here in downtown Westerly, outside the Knickerbocker. I figured I'd do a quick introduction before I get into the pandemonium. So the event tonight is a fundraiser for Bricks and Murals, which does these very cool murals around Westerly. There's got to be at least a dozen of them, and I don't think I've seen all of them. As an addendum, tomorrow or the next day in the daylight, I'll go down and describe some of them in detail. But in the meantime, I'll be heading into this venue where the Mystic Playboys are playing, which is a Cajun Zydeco band, on a Mardi Gras type event. Yes, it is early April and a little bit late for Mardi Gras type stuff. However, I would say that it's never too late for Mardi Gras stuff. Just saying. So, in the band, which is, I think, at least 7 pieces, my good buddy Craig Edwards is playing with the button accordion. Jamie Tarbox will be on electric guitar, super good. Mark Bernier will be on the rub board, and I'm sure there'll be other people there I know also. So, signing off for the moment, and when we'll take this up in a second. Goodbye. So we are off and running, as you can hear. People are dancing, and we're off and going. Take a listen.
Take off your hat, throw it in the corner, and take off your hat, throw it in the corner. Here's what you do, stay up in the morning. rolling in the corner. She got the shoes rolling in the corner. She got the shoes rolling in the corner. It's a ride the next day a little longer.
So, well, what did you think about that? That was quite the deal. So, as predicted, there is a 7-piece band. I made a slight error. Jim Tarbox is not playing electric guitar. I will find out who. And what did you think about that fiddle guy and the trumpet guy? Oh, dance floor is totally packed. I've been to many a Knickerbocker show, but this is the first time, this is the most people I've ever seen dancing. We'll get another song right now. There we go. All right, I'm going to take a quick little break here, but we'll be back for a couple more songs. Okay, I'm in a little back room here with John Gagne, who's the organizer of this. And I have to say, I'm a little bit confused, let's say, about exactly what this is. I thought it was more about the murals, but it's more about the music. So I grabbed him, and he's going to say a few words and explain it to me and you.
Well, first of all, bonsoir, and welcome to Mamou, Louisiana, and Westerly.
Exactly.
So we're having a good time tonight, and the purpose of tonight is all about the arts. And I'm Vice President of Bricks and Murals, and we're a nonprofit, and we're the folks that brought you the murals to downtown Westerly and Pawcatuck, and we're bringing you musical instruments on the Harmony Trail. So this is our first annual Mardi Gras 2.0 up here at the Knickerbocker. So we'll be planning on doing this again, but really it's almost as much about the band and the music and the dancers as it is about raising money.
Yeah, well, the dance floor is packed.
Yeah, we couldn't be happier.
Yeah.
We got a good turnout this year, and we've got other events we've done just in the past. We did Downtown Shutdown Live.
I missed that. I'm so mad I missed that.
Well, you didn't miss it because it's happening again. September 26th, it's a Thursday night. Downtown Shutdown Live, second annual, going to be happening downtown Westerly. We're lining up bands right now, and we're lining up music, and it's going to be another great time. It's all about a party. It's all about the arts.
It's about the arts. I mean, I've said it on our podcast 100 times. Westerly is a great spot for music.
It is.
A great spot.
And tonight, all on danse.
Yep.
Let's dance.
All right. Signing off. All right. So here I am with my buddy, Craig Edwards, who's playing here. Craig's been on the show a couple times, and I have to say, it's been very varied. We had Craig on in the beginning with his American Roots music. Then later on, we had him when he was playing on the taproom Irish music, and now he's doing Zydeco.
That's right. As I've said before, if you know the old fable about the blind men and the elephant, where they bring an elephant to a town where there's never been an elephant. There are 5 blind men who want to know what an elephant is like. So they bring him into the presence of the elephant, and one grabs his leg and says, "Oh, the elephant's like a tree." Another feels his side, said, "Oh, an elephant's like a wall." Another grabs his tail, said, "An elephant's like a rope." On and on. That's me with music. Some people think I'm an Irish musician. Some people think I sing sea shanties. Some people think I play old-time fiddle tunes. Some people think I'm a blues musician, and I am all those things. But tonight it's we started out with Zydeco music, and we're gonna switch over and do some Cajun music and some Western swing, some honky tonk, and finish up with some swamp pop and New Orleans R&B.
So, for those, what's the difference between Cajun and Zydeco?
basically, Cajun music is from the descendants of the French settlers that came over from France to Canada, what the area called Acadia, and got booted out by the English in 1755, went down to Louisiana, and that Acadian became slurred into Cajun. But once they got to Louisiana, they were influenced by the music of their African American and Native American neighbors, Caribbean music, and so the music took on a different flavor. Zydeco is what they call down in Louisiana, the term they use is Creole, but it's the black Cajun French speaking population, shares a lot of culture with Cajuns, but they're African in background, and the music was pretty close together. In fact, the first recordings of Cajun music had a black accordion player named Amadé Ardouin and a white fiddle player named Dennis McGee. But by the 1940s and 50s, blues and R&B had started influencing the black music, and they added what was called the rub board. It's a percussion instrument, kind of like a washboard, but it's kind of made to order. And electric guitar, bass drums, rub board, accordion, and then horns and things like that, fiddles. Became the Zydeco band, and it's a lot more kind of, rock and R&B kind of stuff.
So speaking of the fiddle guy, who is the fiddle guy? He is something.
That's Ben Weatherby. He hails from Northampton now, grew up in Boston, a lifelong musician, a good friend of mine. He's only about 24 years old, and he's a super fiddle player, yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for stopping and talking with us. See you soon.
You're welcome.
So I'm doing a number of impromptu interviews, people I know. I got Brian here, who's a longtime Knickerbocker guy. Every time I come to the Knickerbocker, I see Brian. and every time he's a spectacular dancer. And so all the musicians love him, because he's like the first guy out there dancing. He could go on dancing with the stars. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, not quite.
So say hello, Brian, and what are you thinking?
Hey, well, I come to a lot of stuff at the Knickerbocker, and our crowd is for this kind of rootsy music, this Louisiana, backbeat, outlaw country kind of thing. So we're a complement to that very kind of the traditional swing that's here all the time.
Yep.
And the swing dancers, we come in and kind of go West Coast swing, Zydeco, two-step. We branch out a little, and it's always great to have a band like the Mystic Playboys here, really cutting it up, Louisiana style.
So a lot of people don't know, but there's actually kind of a style that's called Westerly swing, right?
Well,
Kinda?
yeah, I don't know. I mean, people certainly. There's a style of swing that I associate with Rhode Island.
Okay.
That again, it goes with all of the great acts that were always here. I mean, on May 1st, you got the Founders, right, which is some of those original Roomful guys coming back.
Yep.
Roomful, of course. Sugar Ray and the Blue Tones.
Yep.
So you have a style, and a lot of times you'll get that here on a Wednesday night with the Let's Dance Wednesday. Every once in a while, I sneak in something that's got a little more of a kind of two-step backbeat thing when I get Mark. If there's a band coming through town and I ask Mark to toss them on a Wednesday, but definitely I feel like there is a westerly swing or a roomful swing. There's just it's not lindy, it's not ridiculous accentuated. It's just a nice 6-count swing that goes with this room.
Yeah. I don't understand it. I can't do it, but I love to watch it.
Yeah. And then, when we come in with a band like this, we'll do the 8-count dances, which are West Coast swing, Zydeco, two-step. So we go with the 8-count with these backbeat bands. And you can dance that. People who are fans of Roomful and whatnot and have that dance and haven't branched out, they there's no rules, and you have some people in here who are rock dancing, and that's great. They're just kind of know it's great music. It makes them want to move.
I'm a 70s guy. We have no rules.
Yeah. No, and that's it, man. It's like kind of like moth dancing. Like moths in the light. It works.
Yeah. So one of my stories was a long time ago. My girls were in campfire or something like that, and they had something, and there was some line dancing type thing, and I was doing it. And my rule was, listen, it's like 8 bars. As long as if I'm facing north, in 8 bars I'll be facing east.
Yeah.
How I get there is up to me.
Yeah. Well, and that's it, you know. And
was just joking.
some people, you know, try and stick real close to the pattern.
Yeah.
And some people, like you said, I'm facing north, 8 bars. I'll be facing east. It's good.
Yeah.
It's the way to go.
So when you say we come down here, who's we?
Well, a lot of the folks that I know and I got into dancing with came originally from the Cajun Bluegrass Festival up at Escahee.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And so that is where they picked up these dances that run with this Louisiana backbeat music, and and moves right over to the kind of honky tonk backbeat, the Bakersfield country, all of it. But it's that southwestern feeling music, and because we got together at the Cajun Festival, that's where we took some dance lessons, or we learned to dance, and those were the dances they were doing. So when I say we, that kind of means just the folks that I met dancing, and we've kept email lists together and contacts, and it's been I've been at it about 25 years, I'd say.
Cool beans. All right, well, thanks for talking to me.
Hey,
See you around.
Doug, good to see you, man.